Awareness 2 plus 1, 3.
You have the feeling for a moment that you see a
Mhm.
spark of lightning, clashing between the between the two.
Okay.
But just for a moment, and just because
Okay,
you.
okay.
So Vael goes next to Varus, and then you see that she's like a little bit injured. Like her armor is like damaged, and the shield also, but it's not very severe damage. And Varus is like, "Got injured?" And she's like, "It's fine, it's fine. The first ward is down. I think you would like to talk with our guests as I set up the tank." And Varus is like, "Okay, but be careful. Every one of you, please come with me." And he asks you to go inside like one of the buildings. You guys follow him?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. So you can move yourself in here. And you see that there is like this old style of it's like it was like a bar once, and there is like a window, and it had a view on the city, because it's like you're like on the top of a giant building, which is like normally would be reached with an elevator, but use the car. So Varus walks in and is moving next to the bar.
What a pistol.
Moves,
Bolo.
moves next to the bar, and he looks at Marcus and is like, "It's all free if you want. I know about your tastes on alcohol, and I think you're gonna need this before we move on.
Well,
Or I can
I
have."
thank you. I thank you, but in my current situation, I'm rather not drinking any alcohol.
And Varus looks at you and is like, "Why? What's going on with you?"
Well, I'm quite sick, so to speak.
He gives you like a glance, and he looks at you from up to down. I remains silent for a moment, and then he just nods in silence. But you realize that he understood at least the gravity of the situation. So then he moves like to the area where they usually like sit the cups, and he puts like some kind of digital map to it, and he just opens it up. It makes the mimic of opening it up, but it's actually an hologram. And it's saying, "This is where we are," and indicates like the area where you are. "We destroyed one of the wards here," and indicates like another area of the town. It's like, "We have 3 more wards to destroy, and our tank that we're gonna need for the panel push is damaged, and Vael is also injured. So I will need your help to destroy the remaining 3 wards. Now, in order to reach these 3 wards, you will have to go through a crossroad, which leads to all of them. The rest of the area is crawling with revamps, and I think that they are attracted by this some kind of bubble of crystal that Juan created in the square over here, and indicates like a square. We have like this crystal, and he takes like this small purple crystal in his hand, and he kind of starts swinging on it. And he says, "I think this acts like some kind of pheromone for the revamps. Volo, give me a roll, difficulty 5.
Two.
You have the urge of grabbing the crystal and eat it."
I do.
Just go there and try to grab it.
Okay.
All right, so basically, Warus like is surprised by you taking the thing. So you just take it off his hand, and it's like, what? And then
Oh,
you have the urge to chum it in your mouth.
uh, oh,
And then
uh,
you crush it, and then you try to crush it. You want to crush it, but then you feel like you're hurting your own teeth. And Wanus is like, what is going on with this? Like physical confrontation. Please roll.
okay. 6.
I hit for how much strength do you have?
1 second. Strength 5, so
Yeah, you win.
11.
You are so strong that it's like you try to chum it off and you can't. And it's like, it's like, and then you manage to eat it all. And then you feel that you are slowly starting to get back in control, and you don't know what the fuck happened.
Wait, what? I see everyone looking at me completely like, with crazy eyes, and yes, I do really just ate that crystal.
Do you guys say something?
Well, I'm completely surprised that I don't know what to say. It's like I'm approaching him and look at Volo like, what the fuck are you? I'm really
Uh,
confused right now.
to be clear, I remember to grab that crystal, chewing it, and swallowing it. But I don't know why I did that.
Why would you do that? I mean,
I mean, I, I have some hints to answer that question. Probably it's because what is happening inside of me right now, but it's the first time that I'm not able to manage impulses. I didn't even feel an impulse before.
Does it feel different in your stomach now? I mean, it will hurt probably a lot.
Volo, you feel that the crystal is kind of hurting you, but you also feel relieved because your body is still. You feel that it's still rejecting it, but your mind wants it.
Marcus, you know when you are running a marathon and you are halfway, but you are super exhausted, you are like that's hurting you, but you also feel kind of relieved, like you are doing it finally. It's kind of that.
Mm. Well, I've never ran a marathon, but I see what you mean.
So,
Well, I'm sorry for the spectacle I just made.
so what is
I would
like?
try to meditate a bit more.
So what is
you
like?
only are in front of Walrus Griffin well, so.
So what is like? Anyway, uh, don't do this again. And he basically indicates like other areas of the map you open even more. And it's like, okay, so it's time to change discussion, move away completely from the topic. And says there is like the other three location, the other three wards are one in a damaged street which is crawling with revamps. Another one is on a abandoned casino, and the third one is in the old it was the old hangout for the Dragon Gang. So Volo, you must be very familiar with that.
Yeah, actually, I am.
Now I don't know who is defending these things, but I would suggest you start with that location and then move to the other. But if you want, you can also do the others. What matters is that we destroy these words. What you guys gonna say?
Uh, I'm still kind of shocked at what I just did, but yeah, I think it's better to start doing things and not letting the, inner thoughts to win again. Uh, Better to be doing tasks.
All right.
I want to ask something to Walrus.
I was like, yes, young Marmarid.
Yeah, like, what are you organizing with Reden exactly?
Well, we need to convince Juan to go on our side. The problem is that he wants me dead because of family feud that has been going for 40 years now, almost.
Yeah,
You see, his father believed that my father had killed Juan's sister when she was an infant. So 1 year after, he went against my father and he lost. During that confrontation, he died, and Juan later on killed my father in 2114, which is the year where the Marcus was created. Now, Juan wants to kill me as well, but I want to try to find a dialogue with him. But seems like he never wanted to have a dialogue with the Griffinwell family after that incident. But we need him. We need this nation to be united, or we will never be able to withstand the threat of the Argent.
and if it doesn't work, what are you going to do?
If it doesn't work, we will have to find another way to control Cortesia and unite all the gangs under one place. I would say the best bet would be Alina, but she is crazy. But she's also Retamoso, since she's Juan's cousin. I don't know.
Mhm.
We
Not the
will
best pick.
we will take the things one step at a time. For now, let's see if we can make Juan reason. Juan is like many things, but he's not stupid. If he's doing something, means that he has a bigger goal behind it. Do not underestimate him. Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Then he takes up his sword, and it's like kind of a flamey sword, and he just like pushes it like on a crystal that he has in his hand, and just like starts to slash it in the crystal, and the flame of the sword kind of empower it, and he gives it to you, Yvette.
Oh, thank you.
This crystal has the power of Agantor. It can give you some special abilities, let's say. Use it, and you will be able to channel a wave of flames from your sword for a little bit. Might be useful to you.
Thank you. I will use it very well.
Good. Then it's settled. Let's do this for our nation, for Griffinwell, and from Agatar.
Man,
Yes, you want to say something? Sorry.
No, just let's do
I'm
it.
always astonished when Warus talks.
You go outside
Just
and
admiring him.
It's your crush.
so you start going outside and you go to the location of Geneva, which moved the car behind the guards just for safety measures. And as you start walking outside, you see that there is like a cannon attack coming from another building, hitting some of the guards. And there is like a big commotion and an explosion. What you guys gonna do?
Oh, Violet is
Run
there.
out.
Yeah, Varus goes immediately outside, and he starts like chanting at the soldier, and he raises up his sword, and he calls it formation, all soldiers behind me. And then you see that there is like a lot of the soldiers like moving in line against him, and then he just pushes the shield on, and then they create a barrier with him next to him there is Vial, and they create like a giant barrier which like protects everybody from the entire barrage of missiles. And then it's like, it's not over. I feel like somebody's coming yet. Everybody, keep the formation. And then you see that there is some gang members like coming in. And these are like dressed with green clothes, and they have like these masks that kind of resemble a little bit skulls. And they're like, we are just messengers. The gang of the Vipers declares war against you. You will not win against Juan Cortez. So let him go. Let him do whatever it has to be done. And you might survive the night. Varus takes like a moment of silence, like, we do not retreat and we do not surrender. From brother to brother, we stay together in death and together in life. So, if you are messengers, go away. I will see you in the battlefield. And they're like, all right then. If it's war that you want, war you will have. And the Vipers go away.
I approach to Volo and I say to him, dude, you were right. He's so cool.
Yeah, he's a true leader.
Yeah.
So the soldiers quickly resume what they were doing. And Ginevra just like, okay, I received all the coordinates. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the Dragon Gang location first, or you want to go to the others? It's up to you.
Would be nice to go to the Dragon Gang. Maybe we can meet some allies.
We will
Okay.
see. All right then. Up into the car. We jump into the car, and Ginevra starts driving, and she jumps off the building directly, and the car has some kind of parachute system that makes the car land perfectly with no damage. But for a time, we had like, flying a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. And you find yourself like in the street for a little bit, and then you reach that crossroad that the Warros was. Oops, I canceled the map instead of the. Wait a sec. Warros, that the crossroad that Warros was mentioning in. And as the car goes on, you start noticing that something is like a little bit off. And the tension is rising, and you see that there is like some kind of alarm that triggers next to Ginevra's control. What you guys gonna do?
Hmm,
Awareness.
maybe.
You do awareness, and you see that there is two cars moving next to Ginevra, to Ginevra's one, and they're like two kind of like black cars with red details.
Right,
Or
I
this,
don't think they are.
They look like
Ah,
this.
they're not allies.
Okay.
No,
Ginevra is
I
like,
think we should.
imagine they are like in the street because this is like smaller, but the map is so big, it's so small that they would, otherwise you would not be able to see. They're like one on the right and one on the left.
Okay.
And Ginevra opens the comm and she's like, are we seriously going to do this now? And here another voice coming in is like, yes. I mean, Juan paid me a lot to stop you, and this is a crossroad. You know what it means. She's like, yeah, you know what it means. Let me change the music right very quick.
I don't know what it means.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, but well,
You see that there is like another car coming from the top, and it's like on the other side of the street. And you see that there is this woman which is wearing like black clothes, and her car is like the same type of model as the others. Well, Ginevra, you are in the territory of La Vedova. I am a spider, and the crossroads are my net. And you just happen to be inside one of these. So I suggest you surrender now. And Ginevra is like, no chance. She puts gas on the car. And the car starts chasing you. And you see that they throw up some kind of like grappling hooks. And they try to grab Ginevra. But Ginevra avoids them like very fast. And she keeps going. What you guys gonna do?
The road it's kind of elevated, no? It's not on the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of elevated. It's like a nice place. It's like if you destroy the bridge, you would fall down.
That was exactly what I was thinking about. Because I have a frag grenade deep inside my, and I want to take it out and throw it.
I mean, you can try and see what
Best move
happens.
ever.
Okay, yeah, that, I roll.
Okay,
4.
that's chance to
I throw
hit.
the grenade.
I did 6.
Fuck it.
With first one, second car did 3. So the
Okay.
first car does like some kind of slide, and you managed to, and was trying to use the grappling hook, but you managed to stop both of them. The other one is like hit by the grenade, but you see that the explosion kind of hits the part of it, and you see that it's like a smoke, but the car is unskated.
Oh.
And just keeps going. It's like fuck.
Okay.
Did you armor your car, Vipera? Vedova, sorry. Did you armor your car, Vedova? She's like, yeah, I did. Well, you see, the Juan pays a lot, and now my gang is like equipped with the best car possible ever. You're gonna go down this time, Ginevra. This is like, yeah, of course, that's what you said the last 10 times. She keeps signing up. Okay, Volo acted. The other, what you gonna do?
I would like to get on the top of the car,
Uh-huh.
and I would like to use my move known as both hands machine guns, if it's possible.
Okay, you can, definitely.
And then I just like to be kind of turret, a car turret, and I start to shoot at them.
Okay, please give me a chance to hit.
5,
Okay, with the first one I did 5 as well. Second one I did
Right.
3.
and I did 3 too.
Oh, you have to
Oh.
roll only once, so you hit only one of the cars.
1, yeah.
No, it's fine, it's fine. You hit like, you only
Okay.
need to roll once. I needed to roll twice.
Okay.
So you managed to hit one of the cars, and you see that your bullets are somehow stronger than the grenade that Volo threw.
Mhm.
So they kind of trespass a bit of the car, and then you see that the glass in front of the car breaks, and nobody's
Mhm.
driving it.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Yeah, why not? Mm,
And Ginevra is like, these cars are mostly drones. She doesn't have real pilots. She just controls all of them with AI.
aye.
Let me try to possess one of the cars to make it break. That will give like at least one of the cars a little bit of space between us and one of them.
Please roll.
Yes. 6.
All right, you win the roll. You see that the magic possession kind of goes in, but the car has some kind of shield that is preventing the magic possession inside of it. It's like there is like something that is like routing again your possession, so you're controlling only a part of the car that is not relevant to drive it. It's like
Which
some kind
part?
of it's like some kind of back part. It's like a crystal inside the car itself. It's a defense. It's a defense mechanism.
All right.
You realize it's like just they just
Can I
firewalled
shut
you.
it? I cannot shut down this crystal or anything with the magic possession.
You feel like you could try to overcharge it.
Hmm. All right. Can I try that?
Yes, you have -1 in chance to it. You start feeling
Oh,
sick.
great. 4. -1, 3.
I did 5. This crystal is
Alright.
too powerful for you. It just eats all your mana. You consumed
Alright.
5 mana. And by the
All
way,
right. We know we cannot use possession.
it's like,
Yeah.
you think you
Can
can
I do something?
stop me like this? You will never escape my net. Yes, yet it's your turn now.
Okay. I have 2 on tinkering, and I want to try to jump on one of the cars and try to drive it with magic possession and also with tinkering. So maybe I can drive it
Holy
and
shit.
defeat the other one.
Okay.
Can I try?
Yeah. So
Okay.
here is one car which has the broken glass. Just gonna jump on that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Please give me a roll. You have +3 for the rule of cinema. I did 1. Okay,
Okay.
you win it.
I did one. So,
you jump on the car.
okay.
Describe me the action exactly.
Okay. I'm right now on the top of our car. So I'm really scared because it's moving so fast. But I managed to jump on the car which is nearest to me, and I can I go into the car and I grab everything and I'm okay. I can do this. It's so fast, but I can do this. So I try to drive it, and I still I feel like it's really difficult to control it, but somehow I managed to do it. And then now that I have the control of the car, I try to defeat the other car, like kick the other car with it.
Okay, you try to do it, and for a moment you manage to control the car, but then in the meantime you're already here. And Vedova is like, do you think you could just simply control my cars and I didn't have like an ejection system ready? She presses a button, bam! And you see that the seat of the car is opening the roof and is trying to eject you off.
All right.
Give me a roll. Fuck, difficulty
Okay.
6.
2.
All right, you get ejected by the car, and there is no parachute on the seat. You're
Well-
about to fall on the street.
I can fly.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's not
amazed.
your turn anymore. So
Hey, no.
you're, fa-
No,
Yeah.
that's no fair.
now you're about to fall on the street, and then Ginevra just presses like the thing to stop the car, right? And the car makes like 180 and starts working on the other direction. And she basically grabs you in the air as she's passing by. Then she stops. She throws 2 grappling hooks from behind. She grabs the car that has passed her away, and the car just like boom, like just fall down, basically on the opposite side. Then she just turns the car away, and then you keep going. And Vedova is like, but you will return, Ginevra. You will return. And she's like, yeah, we'll see you for the round 2.